day, everyone. I am Jervin Aaron Esteban Santos, first year student at Cordova Public College, taking a Bachelor of Science and Secondary Education major in English. So, for today's video, I will be answering some questions that is given to me by my professor. So, without further ado, let's start. First question is, how the language contributes to human leverage compared to other species? Language is a system of communication used by a particular country or community. It consists of words used in a structured and conventional way and conveyed by speech, writing, and gesture. So, how it contributes to human leverage? It helps the human to enhance one's speculative capacity to transfer complex information, share feelings and ideas, and many more. So clearly, the advantage or ability of an individual to understand, communicate, and speak to a specific language is what really sets him or her apart to other species. Next question is, differentiate the different properties of language. So the different properties of language I have here is modularity, constituency and recursion, discreteness, productivity, arbitrariness, reliance on context, and last is variability. So let's talk about modularity first. So modularity talks about how language is being interpreted using a set of modules in a coordinated way. While constituency and recursion, this one talks about how a group of words is being combined in order to produce or create variety of sentence with indefinite length. Next is discreteness. This one talks about the range of sounds that human being can make is continuous. It is what allows us to communicate complex thoughts and ideas by breaking them down into smaller and more manageable units. Arbitrariness. This one tackles about the relationship between sounds and the meaning, because we have different languages in the world with different speech sounds with the same thoughts or meaning. Productivity. This one talks about how a word is being formed according to the morphological and phonological rule of the language. If a word or context is understandable, it is still bona fide, even if it's not found in the dictionary. Next is reliance on context. This one talks about how the association between sounds and sequence and meaning of words in phrases, because there are some sequence of sounds that can also be used to mean something different. And last is variability. This one talks about how an individual varies the language that he or she used depending on what situation he or she encountered or whom he or she speaks with. So modularity, constituency and recursion, discreteness, arbitrariness, productivity, reliance on context, and variability are the different properties of language. Last question is, language varieties differ because over time, they have adapted to the differing needs of their speech communities. Each language does things differently, the dominant group perceived to have higher status, and less powerful groups are stigmatized as incorrect or bad. Agree or disagree? So, I totally agree to the statement given. We all know that each language is equally functional and it plays a big role to speech communities. But we cannot deny the fact that communities filled with well educated and wealthy people are more dominant and perceived to have a higher status compared to those less powerful groups. Everything that they say or whatever language they use is more likely to be correct and accurate, while those less powerful groups, despite of everything that they say or language that they use, they're more likely to be incorrect or deficient. So that's it for today, and see you on my next video.